Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. And today is Flosstube. But first, I have an announcement to make. I think I said this last week in passing, and I think I also said it on my live this past Sunday. But I'm just going to go ahead and announce it. And I have become an Avon Rep. I used to be an Avon Rep. Good grief, 17, 19, a long time ago. And I got out of it for various reasons. And I, decided, what the heck, I'm going to get back into it. So I just wanted to give that to you guys. My store or my website is down in the description box. I hope y'all go check it out because there's a lot of stuff that's on sale, and some of it makes really, really good Christmas presents. So, just go check it out. My site is down in the description box below, and I hope everybody will check it out. So then, now, first things first. I did a thing. And I know I look like I got a black eye. No, I don't. It's just the way the light, I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe if I turn this up a little bit. That doesn't help. Anyway, I kind of did a thing. And I was watching Creativity by Gidge. And of course, Amy and I have been kind of going back and forth because she's also my Color Street stylist that I order from. And I was watching her, and she showed this really, really awesome idea that she got. And I went on to Etsy, onto the link that she put in her Etsy store or in her description below. They are project trackers. Now, you guys can see these. If not, I'm sorry it is blurry. But if you guys can see, they're 5 years, basically. You've got next year, 2022, then 2023, 2024, 2025, or whatever. And I thought they were pretty cool. They will fit in my Happy Planner, which is why I bought them. And speaking of Happy Planner, and I went ahead and bought a new one because the one that I'm using for my cross stitch and YouTube channel, I only have one more month in it. And the one that I wanted to order wasn't there. It was, I forget it. Anyway, it was expensive and there was no sale. So this is the one I ordered. Now, it was on sale, but what I didn't notice until yesterday was one of the discs was missing. So I just went ahead and replaced mine. I know why it looks special. I realize that. So I went ahead and replaced it, and I started. I've been working on getting that together because I'm just going to incorporate it as my personal planner and my stitching planner, because either way, I always have my planner sitting next to me to keep track of appointments and stuff like that, and keep track of keep track of my Avon and so forth, and make sure I get know when all the campaigns is. So that, and I will link the Etsy store for the project tracker down in the description box below. Good gosh, down in the description box below also. It's a really cool thing. I haven't had time to look through the whole thing and look at it, but there is a place to mark off, I guess, for like wait a minute, every day, like in January. It's got all the, for January, February, March, April, May, June, July, and mark it off every day that you stitch. Now, me personally, I think, and I'm just saying this because I think, it would also be a good idea for them to put, mark somewhere that you can put how many stitches you stitch that day. But I'm not too stressed about it because I do do that here in my planner. So that is not a big deal to like worry about. So those two things are done. Now we're going to get into what you're really here to see, the WIPs. Now, last week, I don't know why I have two needles, but anyway, last week, I'm going to sit that there for now. I showed you guys the progress I made on Bountiful Bookshelf, and this is what I've done so far. Now, I haven't worked on it this week because I had to I needed to do something for one of my challenges in Semi-Sane Stitchers, and this will be put out, and this will be stitched on next week. Blah, I can't talk today. So, that one is the progress I've made. That is the lower left corner of that. So, now the next one is world travel. Now, this was a restart. I started this on 22 count because, and then I realized, oh, the fabric's not big enough, and like a dingbat, I measured wrong or whatever, calculated wrong, whatever. And I have a cross stitch calculator on my phone, but dingbat here didn't do it or didn't use it. So I tried to do it, and I'm not good with math, so it didn't work. But this is what I've done so far. I don't know if you guys can see it. If you guys can't see it, I do apologize. But I'm doing the top page, the top left corner page. So I'm at the very bottom of that. And that's what I've done so far. I haven't done a whole lot on this one just because there's been a lot going on this week that was kind of not planned. Little dude is now all virtual learning at home because they found they had a couple cases at school that are not his school, but a couple cases here in our county that ended up with corona. So they just decided yesterday to close, to do virtual learning all the way till January, which that's what they planned to do at the beginning. And then all of a sudden, they were going to send kids back next week or the week after Thanksgiving, which I just kind of thought, you know what? Why? Just keep them home. Because me personally, I'm not sending my kid back. That's just me. So they, so now we've got to wait. There's a lot of stuff that he's got to do. He's supposed to get a whole new laptop. They're getting ready to switch laptops out to give back to the kids. And then I think after winter break, they're going to start with a full day. So, and he's not thrilled. He's not happy at all whatsoever. So he's not a happy camper about that one, which I can't say I blame him. And, but, so those two were for challenges. I'm still working on one for a challenge, which is Around the World Fabulous Cities. And that one is I have to stitch 5,000 stitches on anything. So that's what. And then, of course, there was, then you have to stitch, I forget how many stitches. I don't have I wrote it down on another piece of paper like a dingbat. But you have to stitch so many stitches for something that involves London, Paris, and then same thing but a different category. There's like 5 of them all together. And I really need to buckle down and do that this week because it's Wednesday and I'm rotating. So I got to get it done before Sunday. And I hope I can. And then I've got to finish setting this up. So it's been a crazy, crazy, crazy thing to deal with. And also, I am going to be starting to do something kind of like what Creativity by Gidge does. And I asked her before I did this, I told her, I said, I don't want you to think I'm copying you. And she was like, okay. And I said, I kind of want to do something like what she does, where she does the hanging with my peeps thing. And, I told her, I just didn't want her to think that I was just, oh, copying her. So she told me I could. So that will be starting soon on Flosstube. I don't know when, but let's see what else. I had a whole list of stuff I wanted to tell you. Yeah. Um, the project tracker. Do want to get into this again. This is just for the the big projects, like full coverage, and I know I didn't even show you guys this, but it has the where you can write the project name. I know I'm going all over the place today, so please bear with me. It has the project name. It has the designer, the fabric that you're stitching on, and then there's some notes, like a place to write notes, like I don't know, um, uh, I'm thinking off the wall here, like if it's a restart or not. And then it has the start date when you started it, and then of course when you finished it, and then how many ever days it took. So I think that's why they have this here, which is no big deal. My only issue is I started the projects I'm working on now, like Bountiful and World Travel and Anne of Green Gables. I'm just going to carry over into 2021. So it's going to kind of be weird. So what I'm going to end up doing is starting today, I'm going to start keeping track, or starting from when I started them, let's put it that way. I'm going to start keeping track of how many days that I've worked on it and worked on each project, and make sure I write it down so that way I can add it into this. If that makes any kind of sense whatsoever. I don't know. So, which is kind of cool. And I'm really excited about using this. So, I've already set up for the 3 that I'm working on now. So that way I have them. And the good thing is, I was looking at it and I can fit it in here if I cut it down enough. Because I tried to see if the store where I got these from, had them in the mini version. They don't. So it was easy enough for me to, I'm going to work on it and try it today. But it's easy enough for me to put them in, cut it down enough that the whole thing will fit. And I can still, cut the thing. I don't have a happy planner punch, but I do have the hole punch. So that's it. And there's not a whole lot of to talk about. I do have a bunch of Facebook groups that I run, or that I admin, that I started. They're in the description box below. Um, I do know that I will be starting. Now, I don't know exactly when. I haven't really decided, but it's not going to be one of the ones that I keep as progress, or use my project tracker for. But I wanted you guys to see this. This is um it's the 2020 pandemic sampler. Now, I don't know where this came from. One of my subscribers and a fellow creator sent this to me. This is it. You guys can see it. It's pretty. I don't know when I'm going to start on it. Um, I haven't decided. I want to try to do it all in one color. Now, I don't know if it's possible to do that, um, but we'll see. I mean, maybe 2 color. I don't know. I have to sit down and figure this out, because not that it's a big deal or anything. I mean, it's not I'm not stressing about it. So we'll see. We shall see. Because don't get me wrong, I love my hates. I'm just ready to start something different. Not that it would, make a big deal. Not that, because that's all I've ever stitched on is Mystic Stitch or Hades or anything like that. I do have um, a couple free Arteki patterns or whatever they're called, but that's mainly it. I just haven't sat down and like figured it out. Uh, Hopefully next week it'll be better because I'm trying to get into the routine. I promise. Now that he's going to be virtual learning all week, or from now on, it's going to be like I'm going to try to record videos while he's in class. So that way there'll be some kind of routine for him and for me, and it'll be a whole lot easier. So I know I just kind of went all over the place and I wasn't trying to. Don't ask me. I don't know what the deal is today. So, again, I hope everyone enjoys this. Um, I should have some better progress next week because I did not do a whole lot of stitching just because it's just been crazy around here. And I'm trying to get prepared for videos every day before I record them. And you just don't know. So, thank you for watching, guys. And again, I will link the store to the Etsy store where I got this from for those of you that, want to keep track of, your big projects like that. And again, my Avon store is down in the description box. And I hope everyone has a great week. And thank you for watching.